Now, to wrap up the architecture and design piece, you have to be aware and proficient with cryptographic designs, assets, and different types. Cryptography deals with encryption, and encryption, simply put, is putting information in a way to where it's hidden, where someone can't see it unless they're supposed to see it. So you put a scramble of a bunch of different words or letters, numbers, or symbols, and you put it in a way that only the actual source and destination can read it, right? So only people that can decipher it, supposedly, should be the person that you're trying to send it to. So you need to make sure that you understand different types of hashes, different types of encryptions to know, okay, this is a strong encryption, this is a weak encryption, this is the strengths of this type of encryption, this is the weaknesses of this type of encryption. So to wrap up architecture and design one more time, you need to figure out and understand different types of cryptographic assets. Now, the third major domain that we need to cover and talk about for the exam, and as I always say, to boil over into real life, is actual implementation of the things that we talked about. And the first thing that you need to implement, the first thing that you need to be aware of, is different types of secure protocols. So the internet runs off a bunch of different protocols. Email runs off a bunch of different protocols. Now, being specific to cybersecurity, you need to be hyper aware of the secure protocols, because some protocols are non-secure, which are no bueno. Other protocols are secure, which you should always try to use whenever possible. So when it comes to implementation, you have to be aware of secure protocols, when to use them, and how to set up these protocols to work properly. Because sometimes with protocols and security, you may actually take away some of the functionality, right? So you got to make sure that you have a happy balance of confidentiality, security, and functionality. Because it's cool if it's secure, but if the shit don't work, nobody's gonna care. Now, talking about implementation, you have to figure out how to implement things for the host and whatever the application that the host is going to be using, right? So you got to figure out security for the host and the actual application. Now, this is mostly going to be done through hardening, right? So basically trying to take away as many vulnerabilities, trying to make the application and the user as secure as possible. So having endpoint protection at the actual device, having security at the physical location, actually having security on the actual network, whether it's antivirus, whether it's firewalls, whether it's intrusion detection, how to make the host secure, which a lot of times is through user training, acceptable use agreements, so on and so forth, just to make sure that that person knows exactly how to interact with other individuals and how to be as safe and secure as possible on your network and using your devices, then actually making those devices, systems, organizations, networks as secure as possible. So you have to actually implement those different things. Now, since we in 2022, that's when I'm recording this video, you have to make sure that your wireless network is secure. So I keep on talking about networks and users and hosts and applications. A lot of the things that we're going to be using is going to be on a wireless network, which can bring on a host of its own problems, right? A myriad of its own problems. So you have to make sure that your wireless network is secure, that it doesn't have a super broad range, that somebody from across the street can actually be on your network, that it's actually secure enough that people can't just connect with random devices, so on and so forth. So you have to implement secure protocols, secure procedures to make sure that the wireless network is just as secure as the wired network. This is going to be done through the protocols that we talked about earlier. So using WPA2 instead of WEP, making sure that the actual Wi-Fi devices are on certain frequencies, that you're using certain channels, so on and so forth. So all the things that we learned before, actually implementing them is going to be super important when you get out in the real world, and it's going to help you on the actual exam. Now, coming along with Wi-Fi comes mobile, right? So you got your Wi-Fi network, then you may actually have a lot of people using their mobile data and their mobile devices. So not only do you have to ensure that things are secure while they're at work, you got to figure out how to make things while they're on the subway, while they're on the bus, while they're in their car, while they're traveling on vacation, while they're at home. So things like VPNs and those type of things, and user training and all these types of things, you have to figure out how to keep someone secure pretty much no matter where they are.